Hello, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the pool party. I hope you can swim because we're definitely diving into the deep end with a huge splash of truth, facts, evidence, information, and proof. Swim. Say what you mean. It's talk about talking. How we listen, how we hear, how we speak, how we hear what we're listening to when we speak, how a listener hears what we're saying, if what we're saying, what they're actually hearing and or understanding. Is it clear? Swim. Say what you mean. Well, that's just the beginning of understanding, because after we get that understanding, how do we accept it? How we respond if it's not what we expect is paramount. Are you okay with the truth? Are you man, woman, human, or spiritual enough to accept the truth? Let's find out.
Let's do it.
Welcome to The Swimming Pool with your host, Travis Bridges.
Bam! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. If you're watching live, cool. If you're not, also cool. I like when people watch my stuff like a week later, a month later, or maybe even decades later. Anyway, I am going to be gone from here in about 15 minutes max. This is what I call extreme impromptu. And it's because I just came in from a 5-mile run in the rain. 5 miles? You? Yes, you. Want to know something else? That came after about a 45-minute earlier rise than normal and an excruciating resistance training workout. So I got pumped up on some David Goggins this morning, and while I was in the gym, I was just meditating while working out and thinking and reflecting and just reflecting. That's what I was doing. So after I finished my workout, I gave it all I had the whole time. And it was raining when I got there, actually. And I thought, man, it's raining again. Am I going to take my normal little cool down walk? Am I going to have my quick coffee? I was like, nah, man, see what you can do. Run it. So after I stopped my watch, because I like to keep in touch with my time, I stopped my watch. It's like, okay, I'm going to start it again. Because normally what I actually do is I'll do my workout and then I'll do my cardio, and I'll count that included, into my one workout. If you were monitoring me, you might think that, oh, wow, this guy just worked out almost 2 hours, 90 minutes or so. And 30 minutes of that is usually cardio anyway. But today I did my hour, and then after I stopped my watch, it's like, I'm going to start doing my cardio different, even if I have to do 2 workouts. You didn't need to know all that, but I wanted to tell you because I wanted to say it. Anyway, I have something on my mind I want to say, and I'm going to be gone inside that 15 minutes, so that was probably 3 minutes of it right there. While I was listening this morning, I heard something that stood out that I just want to share with my audience as well as reiterate for myself. The motivator came on because this was a collaboration of probably 10 different people coming in on this one podcast, and they were saying different motivational stuff. Now, so one guy said, we always want to hold somebody else accountable. We always want to guarantee it from somebody else. We always want somebody else to do what they say they're going to do. And then his tone changed and he said, but do we hold ourselves accountable? Do we do what we say we're going to do? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I said to myself, wow, I needed this perfect timing. So I guess what I want to share with myself, and if you get something from it, fine. If you don't, go on about your business, okay? It's so easy to look at our children, to look at our friends, our bosses, co-workers, our spouses, our significant other, and say, you told me you were going to do this, or I expect this, or I expect this kind of that, this or that, the other. And rightfully so. If you have a commitment or a promise or an obligation and you're expected to be held up to that and someone holds you accountable, then by all means, thank God for that person for caring enough about you and themselves to bring it to your attention. However, it's good to have someone else to hold us accountable for whatever it is we need to be responsible and or accountable for. However, I remember learning this probably 10 years ago. I'll never forget that lesson. Got to call my buddy Leah, who helped me with this, and my good friend Keisha, who also reiterated it. You know, the mirror is where we can find all of our answers. We always want someone else to do something or be something or extend something to us for us. And that's cool. It's good when you can have somebody to cater to you or to honor you, love you, or cherish you. That's great. But you know, it all starts with the man in the mirror first. If we can go to that mirror and hold ourselves accountable, be who we say we're going to be, do what we say we're going to do, everything else somehow has a way of falling in place. Sure, you can cry for a day, maybe even 2 days, if someone disappoints you for whatever reason. But it's important that you get your ass up and keep moving, because no one is coming to save you. And again, if you have someone that cares or loves you enough to honor, respect, or cherish you, fine. But at the end of the day, you must be accountable for yourself. That's what I got out of that. And if you look at the thumbnail, it's talking about starting again. And I'd rather restart than to have regret. I have this saying that goes like this, very famous and popular. If you fall down 7 times, get up 8. Did I say ass? I mean, did I? I didn't mean to say that. Maybe it's just the passion in me. So for the kids in the room, I apologize for that word. Maybe it was just the passion. But the moral of this podcast live stream is digging deep inside yourself is where you're going to find the greatest treasures. In the struggles, in the trenches, in the dark is where real men and real women are made. Nothing like having it easy. Everybody wants to have it easy if we can. But when you have to go deep within yourself, that's when you really build the muscle. That's when you gain the strength. And that's when you live your greatest and most awesome potential. So don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to face the tough times. Don't be afraid to face discouragement or betrayal, because it's going to happen. It's designed for you to get through it. We say back home in that down home Baptist / Pentecostal church, he wouldn't bring you to it if he didn't think he could take you through it. So as long as you can do this, that's enough in you to get up and keep moving. With that being said, no matter how hard it seems, you have inside of you what it takes to overcome and to conquer. You are more than a conqueror, and greater is he that is within you than anything that's after you, against you. Another saying, it's a scripture, I'm going to paraphrase it. What the enemy meant for bad, God will always use for your good. And another one, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So yeah, endure your heartache, endure your dark times, but keep struggling, stay focused, and always when you want to find the culprit of any situation, go to the mirror. Instead of expecting someone else to change or to be what we want them to be, why don't we be who we want us to be? This is SWIM, SWYM. That is the acronym for Say What You Mean. I am Travis Bridges, and I thank you for tuning in with me this morning. Boy, did I get it on today. That workout was incredible. And when I started that run, I thought, 5 miles. But then sometimes things, circumstances and situations and even tough times will motivate you to get through some of the hardest things you didn't think you could get through. I didn't think I could do 5 miles today after a workout. Are you crazy? I've never done that before. But I knew that there was something inside of me that could overcome that and many other things. So I'm excited about what the future holds. Till the next time, find someone you need to say, I love you to. Don't just say it, but show it, mean it, let it be true, and be accountable for yourself. Okay? Ciao.
SWYM. Say what you mean. As much as this information is designed to bring awareness to how we listen, hear, and process, it is also a form of therapy. The little person inside of all of us needs to be heard. As adults, even listening to ourselves is a form of healing, strengthening, and growth. It's okay to speak, talk, express yourself, and be heard, even if you're the only listener. If our testimony does anything at all for anyone else, that makes the continued effort worth the time. Get the words out. You'll feel better, and that's a promise. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
You know, sometimes it seems like all the good times are gone. But you got to keep on searching. You got to keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. For example, take me standing right here today. I would not be here with you if I believed the things that the people say. You got to keep on searching. Keep on searching. Keep it on the cool side. Keep it on the cool side. Keep on moving around.
Thanks again.